now 20 to 25% of emergency patients are 20 to 25% of admissions are emergency patients. For a business point of view or administrator's point of view, we cannot neglect this particular patient segment. So sir, we spend a huge amount of money on infrastructure, human resource and instrument and also advertising to promote our own hospital. I know other private hospitals did the same, but I don't tell you there's no results.
This is not an argument, they are being constructive. Can I tell you the other side of the coin? People go to a private hospital for emergency. Now they don't realize what they are fighting off when they go to hospital. Because when you go to a private hospital, one thing can lead to another. And ultimately the bill can accumulate. And I can say, as the Vice Chancellor of India, the very difficult task of trying to keep the body released from the hospital. The father of a patient who went there for emergency and died, and they didn't pay the bills and they were not releasing the body. You see, this is not a criticism of yours. This happens in all the big private hospitals. So really sometimes when average patients go for an emergency to a private hospital, they don't know what they are biting off. They might be biting off something more than they can chew. Right? You see, because one emergency leads to another. And if they end up in intensive care, etc., the bill mounts in a geometry. So I think the way for you to attract patients is firstly, you must make those facts well known. You know the charges, etc. And then people who think they can really afford will come to the hospital.
Thank you. Yes. Yes, good. Yeah.
My question was to Ms. Vijay Singh. Let us know more about your administration of the question. I am interested in getting to know your administration of the question, the children and their parents.
Yes, mainly through my Sharia, I collect data based on the child labor and non-child labor. Especially under the socio-economic and their personal factors and the attitudes regarding education. Sorry?
The administrators how you question the children.
Yeah, that means most of the time we have to ask the questions when they deal with their working activities. That's the one of the barrier that we face because especially when we consider the child labor, some owners in their factories and some other owners didn't let ask question from them. Therefore, we face much difficulties when we collect the data. However, that is most of the time we collected data from them when they engage with work.
Thank you. Yes, we have two speakers there, Reverend Vijita and Stefan Udayeva.
Yes, I asked a question. What was the difficult situation you were affected by you allowed to ask questions from child labor and if you take that difficult care outside
compared to in our university, according to my knowledge, there is no ethical committee. Therefore, we didn't get any approval from the ethical committee. In our university, in Suburban University, there is no ethical committee for us.
If you do not have such committee, what is how were you guided? Were you directed to any other process? You just went to the field?
Okay, I think that's a little bit, as of now, ethical review is mandatory only in biomedical studies and in animal studies. In sociological and demographic and geographical studies, ethical review is not considered mandatory. But the very high-level bodies like the National Academy of Sciences, Sri Lanka Association for the Advancement of Science, etc., are now considering that ethical review should be made more wide, and that even for geography or demographic studies, yes, studies that it should be there. But at the moment you cannot blame young researchers like her because that model is not there. So that model is not there. But certainly for this one, and I'm very glad that you gave me the right answer, you would not have been able to get your research published in any biomedical journal unless you said that you have got ethical clearance from a properly constituted ethical review. But that infrastructure is not there for the other disciplines as of now.
Yes.
My question was for everyone to speak up. Second, it was a very important aspect, and the important social problem in Sri Lanka is the effect of calculation on Sri Lanka. And we were expecting that you were talking about this perspective, we were expecting that there would be some regulations that lower at the end. I think we did not have any recommendations of your part. So,
I think we never go road stage. That's the problem because we make all things from the research itself. That's it. This is the research. In Sri Lankan countries, look at that. Every problem is still on the field of theory, not solved. We never get any research here. That's the way I think. That is why we have to pause. What is the cause? Especially we know that in Sri Lankan countries, the drugs are resolved outside, like outsourced, especially abroad, Pakistan and others. But the Sri Lankan products, therefore, the government, I think, Sri Lankan government should bear this problem because they are causes many causes. They are doing strategies because, as I explained in my presentation, this is only an example. I think there are more cause. And on the other is that most of people in Sri Lanka are saying that we are more nations. Most people, even the government says from the village side, like that. But the people who are saying we are more religious are the worst. That's the case. Because in the sake of religion, this is the model. They bring in front the religion. Then what happens behind it? On the other hand, this is my question. I have no problem because there are two drugs like that, legal and illegal. Can we justify drugs like oil stores or these are legal and illegal? It is like that in Sri Lanka. Because there are many wine stores to apply, you know. Experience is the thing. On the other hand, wine stone is there and the second step. Like this is what I think this is a quite careful thing we are facing in Sri Lanka. I think we have a good course in everlasting solution. As a religious leaders, your forces and the government, they are itself can alone with this matter. We should have expertise and we have to society and we try to solve this problem in just 200 years.
We have one more speaker, so let me ask the question. Mr. Kandundeva, as you know, under the last Congress government, Madras Factor was very important in Indo-Sri Lanka relations. Under the present government, or the Modi government, do you think that the Madras Factor in Indo-Sri Lanka relations is important as the coalition?
Actually, the Madras Factor is important, but under the Modi government, as Modi has already explained that he will consider the central government opinion. Also in the recent speech made by the Dr. Subramanian Swamy, chairman of the BJP party, has clearly pointed out that Prime Minister Modi policy is directly based on political relations, and also the backlash factor will be influenced on the minimal level, but mostly economic and under the Modi economic and the political sector. That's the problem.
Thank you. Any other question? Yes, so I think we started the session late, so I'm happy that we were able to finish this session at this time. I think we had 5 exciting presentations, so let me thank all the paper presenters as well as the audience. And as you remember, Professor Narada Vasudhya has raised very important questions. And also, I would like to say that when you make a presentation, the most important element is to point out your research problem, and also a little bit of literature review in the sense that what has been said so far, and the research gaps, what has not been said on the topic, and finally your contribution to the subject. So those are the basic elements we expect from the presentation. I think we had very good presentations today.